CEO of Veggie. It's a small restaurant chain in Los Angeles, and it's all plant-based food, fast casual, and just a really fantastic little concept. But I've been in fast casual for a long time. I first got involved in fast casual in really 1989, 90, and from there I've sort of watched it grow and have really been fascinated by the entire segment. It resonates with the consumer for some really obvious reasons that have become more and more important over time. First and foremost is the fact that the food is in fast casual is always pretty much better than what you're going to get in quick service. The fast food guys just have a challenge in dealing with food for drive-through, whereas fast casual you can come in, customize, and we make it from scratch for you, and it makes a big difference. And there's a couple of different kinds of fast casual. There's a dish-up style like Panda or Chipotle where they dish it up and go. There's other ones that are cooking to order, like you would at a regular restaurant, a regular sit-down restaurant. But it's always about the same thing. I want to get in, I want to spend about 25 to 28 minutes, I want to have fresh food, I want to sit at a nice table and eat it, I don't want to have to tip, I want a modicum of service. I'll be glad to go to a drink station and get my drinks, or you can bring them to me. But I'm going to spend less than a sit-down restaurant. I'm going to get better food than a quick service restaurant, and I'm not going to spend 15-20% of my meal on tips. So those are the big elements that work for fast casual and why I think it's such a powerful segment. It was powerful back in 1997 when we bought Baja Fresh. It was powerful when Heidi Cabron started La Salsa back in the 80s over here nearby on Pico and Sepulveda, where he had the same concept. Come in, fresh made food, roll a big burrito for you, lines out the door, and it's been the same concept. And what you see today in Panera and Chipotle and Zoe's Kitchen and any of a number of other fast casual restaurant chains is exactly that drive for high quality food, fair price, and get the food out. You know, Paul, looking forward to the future of fast casual, it is a wide and long runway. And fast casual is starting to create its own stratification, where you've got sit-down fast casual with more service like the counter, and like Payway, where it's China and nice silverware and the like, and then you've also got your quicker fast casuals, and then pretty much like Chipotle or Panera in between. But when I first got involved in fast casual, it was maybe a $2 to $4 billion business. I think this year Technomic has it as a $27-28 billion category, and if you look forward, you can easily see this be a $40 or $50 billion category for a lot of reasons. Number one is customers first like it, and they like the format, and younger eaters between the ages of 18 and 30, they're used to eating this way. And they like to be able to come in with their friends, grab the food, and eat quickly and go. Fits their lifestyle. And you've also got this huge demand for food to go. And fast casual is really good at food to go. We are good at packaging. We're good at creating items that travel well. And it's a little harder to use casual theme for to-go, even though they've tried with Outback and Fridays and Applebee's have tried the to-go programs. And they've had reasonable success, 4 to 6% of sales. But in fast casual, it can be 18 to 25% of sales, or 30% of sales as takeout, and or more. And you still have fresh food. Now, the QSR guys, they've done a great job. McDonald's clearly is a huge success. And their drive-through 70 to 75% of sales. So that's people eating in their car. So I think there's, in America, that's coming down to, okay, here's the food I'm going to get when I eat in my car and I'm driving. And here's the food I'm going to get when I have some time and I'm going to sit down and don't want to spend too much money, like fast casual. And here's the place I'm going to go when I want an event or more a date or something like that. But fast casual is very quickly becoming the place to go for a dinner and a movie. And it's really coming along from what it used to be. Yeah, Paul, you asked me about how social media and social commerce was a new phrase I've heard recently is applying to fast casual. It's pretty interesting. Social really does level the playing field, like Veggie. Veggie has 44,000 Twitter followers and has tweets from people like Ivanka Trump with 900,000 followers and the like, and with only 6 restaurants. So it's quite amazing how something that much buzz, that much noise, that much engagement can happen with only 6 restaurants. And you can't even imagine having 44,000 people to talk to in the past when you only had 6 restaurants. There was just no way to do it. So today's social media scene does that and more. Plus, when you're a smaller chain, you're hipper, you can create more buzz. I mean, for McDonald's to have a social media strategy, which they do have one and they'll continue to build on that, it'll be more along the lines of like Taco Bell's, where they get a million Facebook likes and then you get a free taco on a Tuesday if you like us, and then we'll send you the coupon and you can use it on your phone. Very powerful, it gets people in the door. And so those guys are going to figure it out. What the smaller chain though can do, or even one restaurant, is to create buzz through social with Facebook and building their likes. And you can go look on the web and very quickly find out whether you have any clout or not through clout.com. You see how your presence is building on the web. You can also use Twitter, obviously, if you are willing to engage your guests and get that going. And then there's Foursquare, which is a sort of a brand new thing that's come along. We haven't really plugged into Foursquare as much. I think it's need to sort out a little. We know that Facebook's coming up with a new approach to that just sounds pretty fascinating. And then you've got Yelp, and I can tell you that my daughter is a big Yelper, and she would not go to a restaurant unless she Yelped it first and figured out whether it was well received by the people out there. Because now, what has been talked about a long time about being in charge and the consumer being in charge, now the consumer really is in charge. And the consumer really does have the power of the pen, and through Yelp scores and the like, there's a whole social proof that's going on in social, where if I want to go there, I want to know what my friends are saying about it, I want to know what the community is saying about it, and I want to know what the users who have been there before have said about it. Much like Amazon. They if you buy something on Amazon, what do? They come back and say, how was your experience? And Yelp does a great job of that, and so do restaurants. So the way we do it is very effective. If you can get this done, is get a lot of email addresses and constantly talk to your guests without bugging them, and not just use the social and website and your email for just trying to send them a deal. Anybody can give it away. What you want to do is make it a fun place to come where people are going to talk about it later. If you're a relatively small restaurant chain or even a single restaurateur, the cost and the efficiency and efficacy of marketing dollars through advertising is really challenging. You can't afford to be on TV. You can't afford the kind of HD commercial that's going to take to drive traffic. So what social media does is allows you to start engaging with guests right away and get guests to engage with guests. And as guests engage with guests and you do a good job with that, then the buzz starts to build around your restaurant. Now, it always comes back to great food, great service, but you can spend 3% of sales, 4% of sales on advertising, and you're going to get one result, whereas you spend that kind of effort on building a social media response and platform and you really just connect with the guests, engage them, and listen and stay on the traffic. You're going to get a lot more understanding of that customer than if just advertising, we have this new thing for $1 off or 99-cent this or that. And it's very powerful. Without a lot of dollars, you can make a lot of footprint. And it's not about your shoe size, it's about your footprint that matters. And when it comes to brand awareness and brand building. Paul, it's kind of interesting what's going on in society over the last 10 or 15 years is that you have a lot of people that are working out of their house, and Starbucks was one of the first companies to come along and really be that third place. Or actually maybe even an office. And what's happening in fast casual, I think, is people are using it as their third place. You can go sit at a Panera, Chipotle, a Zoe's, a Veggie Grill, whatever, and you can sit and relax. You don't have to buy a lot. No one's going to come by and kick you out of their station. No one's going to come by and make you feel uncomfortable. You can pull out your computer, drink your coffee, your iced tea, do a little work, maybe grab a sandwich, and friends can come in and go, and you can do interviews, you can do business, and it just feels different. It just feels more user-friendly, and you wouldn't do that at McDonald's or Jack in the Box or Carl's Jr. You just wouldn't feel like that'd be the place to go do that. It's not upscale enough. It just doesn't have the vibe. And I think fast casual has really come a long way in this ability to beat that third place for especially the younger consumer. And it's going to go a long time. It's going to go a long way.